Yeah, pay attention. I don't walk it loud. I let the room settle first, cause the ones who talk the most usually rehearse. You came with a speech, I came with the sauce. So when the noise dies down, the facts run their course. You felt every word, I just stated the case. That's the difference between us, emotion and bass. See, I never raise my voice to make a point land. I just lay it out slow till you understand. Every take I drop, I can show you the proof so you can stay mad, but you can't dodge the truth. They call it a debate, but it plays like a class where the loud ones fade and the real ones last. Lock mood on the beat and the message is clear. Truth moves slow, but it always gets here. You brought the opinion, I brought the receipt. So the moment you spoke, you were already beat. I don't argue to win, I just lay out the fact and let you talk yourself into walking it back. By the time that you finish, yeah. Pay attention. Yeah, pay attention. I don't walk it loud. I let the room settle first, cause the ones who talk the most usually rehearse. You came with a speech, I came with the sauce. So when the noise dies down, the facts run their course. You felt every word, I just stated the case. That's the difference between us, emotion and bass. See, I never raise my voice to make a point land. I just lay it out slow till you understand. Every tick I drop, I can show you the proof so you can stay mad, but you can't dodge the truth. They call it a debate, but it plays like a class where the loud ones fade and the real ones last. Lock mood on the beat and the message is clear. Truth moves slow, but it always gets here. You brought the opinion, I brought the receipt. So the moment you spoke, you were already beat. I don't argue to win, I just lay out the fact and let you talk yourself into walking it back. By the
Yo, how's everybody doing tonight? I have lined up a great stream for y'all tonight. I have set up this stream and I postponed it for several days so I can gather all the receipts and all the evidence that I can point out in the stream so y'all can see the plan and the blueprint that they have been cooking up for the past few months, few years actually, when it comes to this subject. And that this guy is Epstein 2.0, because Epstein is an idea and the idea doesn't die. He's just a figurehead. He's gone, doesn't matter. Somebody else will take his place. So just having Kushner in his place is the game plan right now. And they're setting it up by having him have his own island. And it's not just any normal island. It's a military island in the middle of the Mediterranean, which will have a significant it will have a significant importance in what's come to next, which I will show you. Now, you can see this report right here that says document reveals government preparing transfer of Sazan Island for Jared Kushner project. Thousands of citizens have protested in recent days against a tourism development. Hold on. A tourism development? I already have an objection on this right here. But let's continue. In the protected area of Zvernik, the Albanian government is preparing a decision that will pave the way for another strategic investment linked to the American businessman Jared Kushner and the Trump family. Now let's hear it from Jared Kushner and his wife, Ivanka Trump, on what they think or what they say to the people this island is about. So I'm going to play a video right here of Ivanka Trump talking about this island. Let's listen. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up already and let me tell me, guys, do you listen to what the sound is saying? Oh shit, it doesn't play the it doesn't play the sound. Let me correct that. Hold on. It says it tells me that you can't listen to what the window is saying. So let me set it up real quick. Here you go.
I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is. It is.
There's no
Very-
power on this island.
can't
You're
listen to
you're
what's
building
the-
everything from scratch.
what the window
correct?
It's
is
an
saying. So let me
unbelievable,
set it up
beautiful
real quick.
1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's.
Now hold on 1 second, because this dude is insinuating, oh, it's in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't have any power. You're building everything from scratch. Hell to the no, to the no, to the no. This island right here, this island, yep, this island, it used to be an ex-military base. It has 350 damn bunkers and tunnels. So it's not just some random island you found in the middle of the Mediterranean when you were having a swim with your fucking billionaire friends. Hell no. It was premeditated to go there and get this fucking island. And you're not just building it to be some sort of a resort or some sort of a place you can fall back with your billionaire friends when you want to have a vacation. Fuck no. We're not that gullible so you can peddle this bullshit to us. That's one thing. Let's continue.
From scratch. Correct.
Well, it's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it.
Did you hear that? They just stopped for a swim in the middle of the Mediterranean. Just a spur of the moment thing. And then they saw this island in the distance. They painted it like a fucking Disney movie, that they just stumbled upon an unknown island in the middle of the Mediterranean. And then they decided, oh, let's go for a hike.
We swam to the islands. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated. And it stayed with us ever since. And over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize its potential. And
Did you hear that? It stayed with them for years, and they developed the opportunity. What they were saying in here actually is that they were developing the connections so they can buy it from the Albanian government. And there it is. The Albanian ex-military base bought by Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. It has 3,500 bunkers. You think this is just a resort? Who the fuck you think you're playing with? Who the fuck you think you're making us look like dumb people in front of you? Thinking that we're just gonna buy that bullshit? Let's listen to this dude. I think he puts it way better than me when it comes to this subject with his comedic timing. I'll give him the floor for the time.
Trouble has broken out in Albania because Jared Ratboy Weasel Kushner and his fake-ass, dumbass wife Ivanka said they discovered an island and are going to try to colonize it.
it's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is. It is.
There's no
very-
power on this island. You're building everything from scratch.
No shit, she had to build it from scratch because it's a fucking protected land for animals and other species.
Unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top.
Bitch, you are not Magellan. This island has been there forever.
Look at the fucking scale of this map. And look at the scale of this fucking island. You think they just stumbled upon it on a fucking swim? And they went on a hike? Just go to Google Maps and look up Sazan Island. And see how that you can go hike barefoot in that bitch.
We discovered, we hiked, we barefoot. I mean, this is between Albania and fucking Italy. Everybody knows about this island that is in any type of vicinity of this area. We discovered, like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Albanian people start to catch wind of what's going on and they begin to protest. They're met with violence by Ratboy Weasel Kushner's security team. Now hell has really broken loose in Albania. Like, nah, hold on, shut this shit down. Who the fuck? While all this is happening, this sleazeball fuck is supposedly the one that's leading the talks with Iran. Hello? Yeah, I know. Nobody voted for this fucking piece of shit. Now, you may question, how did he get all this money? Well, he is Epstein 2.0. That's according to the files. Yes, word for word. He's the one that was pulling all the strings. That goes back to Trump's first term. Then he leaves the government. Next thing you know, cozies up to the Saudis and everybody from the Middle East that we're supposed to hate. And he gets billions and billions of fucking dollars from them. He starts his own VC firm, and now he's been moving, grooving, vibing, sliding on some vociferous fucking timing.
Big facts. And it's not just the Saudis and the Emiratis and everybody else. No, this dude is in the trenches of this bullshit. He's Epstein 2.0. I'm not gonna just say it. I'm gonna show you. Because remember, he himself said it, that he is in touch with the Rothschild, who, if we remember, was the people who Epstein used to work for. And in the video I'm going to show you, it's not just that he works with them, it's the actual boat that this fucker was on when they went to see the fucking island. So they were on the boat of who? A Rothschild. And they used that fucking boat to go to that fucking island. Let's watch it right here and from his mouth. Let's go.
I was on a vacation after we left government in the summer of 2021. We were on our friend Nat Rothschild's boat.
Did you hear that? On his friend Nat Rothschild yacht. That's when they meant the prime minister. And that's when they, funny enough, that they discovered this majestic, undiscovered Disney island in the middle of the Mediterranean. And they went on a hike barefoot where they swam to it. You need to tell me that this motherfucker was on a fucking yacht with Nathaniel Rothschild and they just decided on a whim to go for a swim and they saw a distant land in the distance of an island and they swam to it and then went on a hike barefoot? Hell to the fucking no. This was pre-planned for years. They wanted that fucking island, and they will get that fucking island. Because the Prime Minister of Albania said himself, I don't care if there's 500 people coming out protesting me, even if they come out 5,000 protesting me, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Go look up that fucking interview. He said that fucking shit. And you think this island is just for fucking resort? For vacationing? For just lounging? This island has 3,500 fucking bunkers and tunnels. You think they're just gonna buy it to have some lounging bullshit? Some resort, some retreat for billionaire babies? Fuck no. They using it as a secret military base for whatever the fuck they gonna plan up ahead. And do you want to know what they fucking plan up ahead? Oh, I'm gonna show you because I got it. Because I played that video in a stream before this. The plan has already been set of what the fuck they want to do. And it's this.
I'm not so sure that we will have as easy a time with the Turks as we've had with the Iranians. I've been following Turkish military doctrine, and
the strongest army in the Middle East.
The storm is coming.
Yes, of course. And they're a member of NATO.
And even worse, they're a member of NATO. So I look at Iran as a problem we absolutely have to finish, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Gaza, same thing, and the Hezbollah. Why? Why am I fixated on this now? Because we have to be prepared for the next war, which will be probably against Turkey and Egypt.
So this is the plan that's been preordained for years. First, take out Iran, and then turn your eyesight on Turkey and Egypt. And what's the best position you can attack Turkey from? An island in the middle of the Mediterranean that will allow you have the ability to attack Turkey at will, And you see that this island used to be a military post. And this island has 3,500 bunkers with tunnels. And they said these bunkers are even nuke proof. So you can't get to destroy or penetrate these fucking bunkers. This is what they're planning. This is what they're planning. Have this island as an outpost, a military outpost for Israel, for the war that's coming up ahead against Turkey. And you saw in the video, he said the problem is they're also a member of NATO. And you know what Trump has been doing for the past, I don't know, that they want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep talking about this subject, people listening or not. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to speak my truth. Whatever you feel like you want to listen or you don't want, that's fine. It's not my problem. My issue right now is just speaking it to whoever can listen. That's my issue right now. So, as I said in the video, this dude said that the problem is that Turkey is a member of NATO. So if Israel attacks Turkey, by the law that they have signed into it with NATO, America must defend the member of NATO, which is Turkey. But they can't do that because they are beholden to Israel. So what's the best course of action, as Trump has been doing for years, is to attack NATO, to always threaten to get out of the agreement. And that's what they want to do. Get out of the agreement with NATO. So when the war breaks out, they don't have to defend Turkey. They will actually join Israel and attack in Turkey. But they can't do that right now because America is a member of NATO and Turkey is a member of NATO as well. And that is the plan up ahead, is that have Trump get America out of NATO so Israel can have the free reign of attacking Turkey without worrying about superpowers coming to defend Turkey. That's the game plan. And this motherfucker has said that he was on the yacht. Bitch, these are no fucking porn tabs. These are the fucking receipts that I have for every single motherfucking thing that I'm saying right now. But that doesn't matter to you, motherfucker. That doesn't matter to you, right? Because all you have to do, all you're worrying about is being a fucking goy for these fucking demons. That's what you own right now. Thanks. Thanks. I'm from the Middle East. That's all you need to know. So this bullshit is affecting me head on. So I have to talk about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Because all this bullshit happening is affecting my life and the people I love every single day. Hey, oh, so you're saying I'm mad? Okay. Now you're sent to troll heaven. Bitch, get timed out. Talking about why am I mad? Go fuck yourself. Now you troll heaven. Now you can't do bullshit. Now you can't do any bullshit in my chat. Now what you gonna say? Of course you don't listen to nobody from these old fuckheads. He's beholden to them. Why you should listen to these fucking heads? So this dude told us, Jared Kushner, that he was on the boat of a Rothschild when he went to see that fucking island. Because the Rothschild told him to go buy the island, and actually the owners will be the Rothschild. He's just gonna be the front, the face in the front, the poster boy. Just like Epstein. Just like Epstein. And if you don't want to believe me, Epstein used to work for the Rothschild. Just like here.
You first met Epstein. How did he originally present himself to you? What services did he say he was offering?
Well, when I first met him, it was just alone. He didn't represent anything, and I didn't ask anything. I was just meeting a friend's acquaintance.
As that business relationship became closer and you eventually hired him, I assume he pitched his services in some way. What was his way of framing what he was offering to you?
I think it was his experience at an industrial level, like working for a big company like Bear Stearns, and then he had done personal work for the Rothschild family. And
Did you hear that? He used to do personal management for the wealth of the Rothschild family. That was Epstein. And now we got Kushner boy right here, Jared Kushner, who said he was on the boat of a Nathaniel Rothschild. He was on his boat when he met the Prime Minister of Albania when the opportunity of getting that island arose. That's what the fuck is on. That Rothschild arranged a meeting between Kushner and the Albanian Prime Minister. Hey, meet my friend right here. He's gonna buy the island off of your hand, right? I'm gonna be the owner of it, but behind the scenes. But this boy is gonna take the island off of your hand and he's gonna be the front face of it. I'm gonna be the owner, and the Rothschild gonna own a fucking island with military posts. It has 3,500 bunkers that are nuke proof and that are so good in defending any military post that they can set up over there, right? So now that's the game plan. They're going to set up an Israeli base in the middle of the Mediterranean so they can attack Turkey whenever that war is going to break out. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. And I wanted to show everybody who can listen to this stream, anybody who can stumble on it, because that's what everybody who has two eyes and a few functioning brain cells to be notified about. That's what's going to happen. And the worst thing is, we are totally helpless when it comes to this. They're just going to continue with their plans. Just like this dude has foretold after the Iran problem is getting rid of, now it's the point to deal with Turkey and Egypt. There you go.
I'm not so sure that we will have as easy a time with the Turks as we've had with the Iranians. I've been following Turkish military doctrine, and
the strongest army in the Middle East.
The storm is coming.
Yes, of course. And they're a member of NATO.
And even worse, they're
a member of NATO. Like I said, Trump is going to pull out of NATO, so when Israel attacks Turkey, he don't have to defend Turkey as a member of NATO. That's the game plan. And we can see it right ahead coming in our faces, and the problem is we can't do shit about it. Because you got these fucking leaders caught diddling kids. That is the way it is. That's just the way it is. They got caught diddling kids, and now they're doing whatever these fuckers telling them to do. Let's watch this right here.
So as it turns out, Jared and Ivanka's new luxury resort in Albania is actually a military bunker in disguise.
It's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike, barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated.
There ain't no way she was hiking to the top of that hill. Barefoot.
She ain't hiking anywhere. So anyways, I see this, and my first thought was, are we about to get nuked?
Communist Albania's most secretive military base, right? It's a derelict military base off the coast of Albania with 3,600 bunkers built to withstand a nuclear attack. So they just stumbled upon this, by the way.
Right. Obviously, there's something nefarious going on.
As I said, they just stumbled upon it. They just stumbled upon it. It just by coincidence that Nathaniel Rothschild was in the boat, in the yacht with Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. And by chance, by some miracle happened that they had a meeting with the Albanian prime minister. And just after they met the Albanian prime minister, they decided on a whim to go for a swim. Oh, bars. But they decided to go on a swim and stumbled upon a magical Disney Island that they found in the middle of nowhere, and they got in love with it. They fell in love with that island and decided it's going to be their private island. Just by chance. All coincidence. And then they swam to the fucking island. They swam to it. When they were on a fucking yacht, they decided to swim to that fucking island and then go on a hike barefoot. Do they think of us dumb, or do they think of us as dumb? So that's the plan right now. That's what they all telling you is what's happening. You just gotta love how they think of us, right? They think we're just some low IQ monkeys who don't know what they're fucking looking at. Now let's see the reaction of actual Albanians when it comes to this. The reason they want to attack Turkey and Egypt because they don't want to have any military grade of country that they can retaliate against Israel. They want to be the only super country, super military in the region. They don't want to have anybody else in that region to have any military capability to stand against them. So Turkey is on the rise to being a very superpower, like a superpower, because they manufacture their own weapons, they manufacture their drones, they manufacture their supersonic missiles. They got all of that under their belt, and Israel can't have that. So is Egypt. Egypt has a very strong military, kind of conventional, but they still have a very good, strong military. And the last actual war that Israel was fighting, they got their brakes beat off by Egypt, where they had America come and beg Egypt to stop the attack on Israel and fall back to the just taking the Sinai Peninsula. So they still hey, no worries, man. Thank you for commenting and being on the stream. I really appreciate it. You can like, share, and subscribe, and I've been posting and streaming for the past, I don't know, for the past week. So you can like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be streaming like every single day or every day and the other. So thank you for being here. So yeah, a shout out to the fucking Albanians for not taking this bullshit. They've been taking the streets. They went to the prime minister's fucking house and burned it to the ground. Look at this. Fuck yeah. Look at them burning that shit. Throwing the Molotovs like their lives depend on it, which it is. That's how you take to the fucking streets. That's how you make your fucking noises heard. Not allowing your fucking land to be sold to some fuckwit rat boy from Israel coming to buy your fucking lands to set up a military base. That's how you do it. Not some fucking soy boys in America. Let's go protest. Let's lift some banners. Hell to the fuck no. Go and burn shit to the ground. Go and burn shit to the fucking ground. That's how you actually make change. That's how you actually make a change and difference and make the people in power listen to what the fuck you have to say. Look at them burning his house to the fucking ground. Look at the crowd throwing the Molotovs, man. These type of events that makes you proud to be of the nationality that you're part of, the resistance, standing up to the fucking power. Because the prime minister brought it to himself when he said, "I don't care if there's 500 people in the street or 5,000 people in the street. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want." That's how you tell him, "Oh, you want to do whatever the fuck you want? All right, watch this." Boom! Throw the fucking Molotovs in his fucking house. That's how you do it. That's how you make difference. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, man. Albania is trying to sell some land to the fucking Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump, which is an island that used to be a military base with 3,500 bunkers and tunnels that they want to use as a base for their upcoming war against against Turkey and Egypt. An island that has bunkers and tunnels that you can't nuke, because they're nuke proof. Go read this fucking uh, these articles. I'm gonna put the article in the chat right there. You can just look up Sazan Island and read about its history and what it was about and why they want it. They just saying, "Oh, we just want it for a resort. We just want it to be a retreat for our billionaire friends." Do you actually believe that's the idea? Epstein 2.0 just wants an island for himself, just to be a retreat for his billionaire friends. If you believe that, go walk off a bridge. That's what I'm gonna say, and I'm not even apologetic about that bullshit, because being nice, being empathetic, trying to explain the idea to people who don't want to listen, fuck that bullshit. And if you want to remember what these motherfuckers used to do to in those fucking islands, listen to this.
They ate babies. They ate fucking babies. Disgusting. They ate their intestines. Like, that's not something to like glorify in any light at all. There should be no light. Like, really any light.
Office and had the interview, and I'll link the other video in a playlist so you can go watch that one too and hear a full overview. Victim stated that he first met Epstein at approximately age 4 while at the Redacted in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. He stated that his family were members of the Redacted. Victim stated at that time he was R-worded.
They used to grape and eat fucking babies. And I don't know what the fuck is going on with any country that's thinking they need to have any dealings with these motherfuckers or give them any piece of land. Is that what we own? Is that what we're doing? But let's not forget these people, right? Those in power. These what they be on. I don't know if you can hear read the thing right now. Let me zoom in right now. Hold on. If I can hide my camera and zoom in for this. Okay, there you go. What does it say? Pedophilia, a disorder, not a crime. By Margot Kaplan. And what's her background? Oh, a little hat's background. what an interesting turn of events. Definitely not something that you can foretold. Like it's comical at this point. It's comical.
You're going to believe what the Embassy of Israel just said.
We will shine a light on you that, thanks to Google and SEO, will follow you for the rest of your life. When you look for a job, when you look for a spouse, when you look for a nanny, when you look for anything, our work will always be documented, again, thanks to Google and SEO. In corporations where DEI leaders smeared Israel, excused Hamas, we pressured CEOs. Some resigned, many were terminated, but policies were changed, thankfully.
Don't you dare be anti-Semitic online. Don't you dare criticize Israel online. They're going to try to make sure you don't get a job. They're going to try to make sure that if you go finding a spouse, that somehow it's going to pop up and say, oh, anti-Semite, oh, criticize Israel right here. You better not date that one. Now, is this going to work? Probably not. But regardless, they are tracking you. They're tracking your personal information, what you look up. Oh, you just looked up how many people died in World War II? Oh, guess what? Nope. You're a certified anti-Semite.
And the idea just not to have people tagged as anti-Semite. That's just the part one of the plan. Because I showed in another stream that now America is integrating their military with the Israeli military. So now being anti-Semite, having that tag on you, having that tag put on you is now a thing of national security, a matter of national security where you can be jailed, you can be eliminated, you can have your life turned upside down because now criticizing the military is now something of a national security matter. I played it in several streams before it. So you can look it up that they now have passed a resolution in the Congress that if you that they are integrating the Israeli army with the American army. So now, if you criticize Israel or the IDF, oh, the IDF is a part of the American army. So that's actually a terrorism charge waiting to happen. That's anti Semitism. And you're threatening the national security. Not only that, now they are also putting that if you have any protest, if you've been in a protest, or if you've been voicing your disapproval on data centers, those AI data centers, they're coming into your town, destroying your environment, driving up your electric bills, taking all your fucking fresh water. Now you can be labeled an environmental extremist terrorist. That's from the fucking FBI, right? And from the New York Police Department. They have already started doing these wordings. So when they start putting these wordings into law, they can use it to charge people with that. Extreme environmental terrorism. So activism against AI centers, AI data centers, now can be seen as terrorism, and you're waiting to be thrown in jail. Not only thrown in jail, but to be buried under the jail. So that's what I wanted to talk to everybody on here. Thanks for everybody for coming up. I have the link to the stream in the chat. If you like to come up, discuss what you just listened to in this stream, you're more than welcome to come up, watch, come up and click on the stream. Come and discuss what you heard about this subject, what you think about it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna play some videos that in random subjects, not necessarily about this subject, but until somebody decides or thinks that they want to join the stream, which I have it in the chat. You could click the link in the chat and join me in the stream and discuss what you wanted, what you heard in the stream. But for now, I'm gonna play some videos that are kind of related to this subject, but not entirely. So let's watch.
It's May, Jewish History Month, and in May of 2023, all the Jewish staff members of the White House decided to go outside and take a group picture, which caused a lot of people to notice and start asking questions, because there seems to be a little bit of an overrepresentation. Not a single piece of paper passes through the White House or leaves the president's desk without them touching it. Overstaffing the White House gives them access to everything. And the White House Chief of Staff at the time? Jeff Zients. And well, guess what religion he is? At that time, the vast majority of White House cabinet members, the people who control our government, our economy, our education system, our health system, everything, they all just happen to be part of a certain religion too. The level of infiltration and control that they have is a lot deeper than you could have ever imagined. And we wonder why. America is always going to wars and destruction, overseas and domestically, all to only one single group's benefit at everybody else's expense. And now that we have social media and better research tools, we could see something that would otherwise have sounded like way too much of a conspiracy theory to actually ever be true. The great noticing continues.
Great noticing continues. Big facts. And as long as you keep your eyes open, you can see that everywhere. So now let's look at the warmongering that's continuing. It's not just Iran. Now they're putting their eyes on Cuba. Again, with the same playbook. They've been a sponsor of terrorism, of course, when the actual terrorists in this scenario, as always, have been America. As always. Because if you look at the history, they always supported dictatorships, giving them, with the CIA toppled every democratically elected government that wanted to nationalize the resources, the national resources of that country. Fuck no, that doesn't work for us, brother. We're just gonna have the CIA topple your government so our corporations just can come in, take your national resources without you getting a penny of that bullshit.
Cuba has sponsored terrorism and it's supported groups. For example, virtually every left-wing, radical, violent terrorist group in the Western Hemisphere has at some point relied on support from Cuba. The ELN, the FARC dissidents, including them, have been involved there. We also know, for example, that Cuba continues to host a pretty substantial collection intelligence sites on behalf of the Chinese and the Russians. But you look at the region and you look at all of these leftist Marxist terrorist organizations, all of them, in many cases, got their seed money from the Cubans.
I'm glad that dude just said, let's move on, because he's just spewing whatever buzzword that comes up to his mouth and just spew it. Marxist, extremist, leftist, whoa. I mean, it's just bullshit that they keep saying, and it goes without being checked. And people just eat it up. Well, they're sponsors of terrorism. Are you against supporting our military? Are you an American hater? Are you this and that? Oh, so you're saying you're a Marxist lover, just like they did with Iran. Oh, so you're defending the Ayatollah. Are you in love with Hamas? Are you in love with the IRGC? The same fucking tired playbook that they did every single fucking time, and people keep falling for it. Now, when we go to the state of Israel, when they were formed, you see this old witch fuck, this old bitch, not just old witch. When she saw the state of Israel being formed, it wasn't formed by democracy or a historic forming by peaceful integration or anything. Hell no. It was formed by terrorist groups that pillaged, that raped, that kicked people off their land, and they murdered everybody who stood in their way. And look how she recalls these events.
I've witnessed things that were wrong. I witnessed, Arabs being thrown out of their houses in Jerusalem. But it was just the extraordinary sort of magical energy and of a country just beginning to put its roots in the ground. It was an amazing time to be here.
Did you see how she recounts these events? It was magical. It was magical, like she was in a Disney movie and seeing everybody in the place singing and dancing of the forming of the great nation of Israel. That's how she recounts the fucking event. Seeing people being thrown out of their homes, seeing people raped, seeing people being massacred. Oh, it's just magical energy forming in the air. of a country being taking its roots. Well, if you had roots there, why it's taking roots now? If you already had roots in that place for thousands of years. See, it doesn't make sense. And they just happy and gloating over that. These fucking ghouls. But anyway, these people, well, they just gonna rot in hell. They're just bidding their time. They can enjoy the few years left for them, but they're just gonna rot in hell. That's what we have to look forward to. And I'm glad that time is coming soon. It's coming, whether they want it or not. Whether they want to bid their time, whether they want to delay it, it's happening. So thanks everybody for checking in. I appreciate everybody who commented, liked the stream, shared the stream, commented, subscribed. I appreciate everybody who came in and joined the stream. Thank you, everybody. If anybody wants to have anything else to say, but for me, I think I said my piece, and I'm gonna join you guys in the next couple of streams that's coming in the coming days. We got a lot of subject that we can discuss. We got sports, we got news. I got some gaming streams also here and there. But for now, I think this is the end of the stream. Thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate you, and that will be me. So thank you. But for now, let me play my outro, and we can get up out of here. Hold on. My outro would be. Hold on. If I remove this, and my outro will be. Oh, there you go. There's my outro.